Hey Pisces, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your mid-May 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Pisces, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Pisces. Oh, Five of Pentacles. There could be some sort of issues in regards to money or feeling left out in the cold, feeling a sense of lack. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. Judgment. So some sort of opportunity, second chance, reconciliation. Judgment is also Judgment Day, so I also get a sense of making a decision, making a final decision. Something's got to give, something has to change. It's almost like, it feels like your life is ready for the next chapter, and there's something here that has to happen. Yeah, heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Could be. Meeting the one, it could even be the person that you're with, but just things change. Maybe there was something here, a reconciliation, or like I said, a decision that needed to be made. Karmic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. Maybe there is an ending and you're meeting someone else. Maybe there is an ending to the chapter and now there's a new chapter between you and said person. Let's see what else comes out. You have the Page of Cups. A message, good news, I love you, I'm sorry. The challenge, the decision. So the Two of Wands is about seeing everything in plain sight. It's having a good view of, right, the terrain. And she's had an idea, needed to take action, did. And now another action has to be taken, right? Because then the Three of Wands is waiting for that. And the Four of Wands is, okay, now there's security here. So that's the challenge, some sort of decision. You have the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, starting something new, leaving baggage behind. In the past, Four of Cups, a sense of dissatisfaction, boredom, maybe even feeling like, is something a missed opportunity? It's a sense of dissatisfaction is what I'm getting. On your mind, you have the Three of Pentacles. So working together, building something, working on something with another. Partnership, teamwork. Empress is your outcome. A sense of self-worth, abundance, growth, birthing something new, being in the feminine energy. Let's see what this Judgment is. Eight of Cups, Three of Cups, Two of Cups. This can be about a reconciliation here. Because this Eight of Cups, either somebody walked away or there was an emotional detachment or some sort of choice was made, because Eight of Cups is that moment where it's like, okay, I made a decision and now I'm walking towards what makes me feel emotionally fulfilled. Whether that's you making some sort of choice for yourself And it's that journey. And then Three of Cups, it's coming together, reunion. And then Two of Cups, a partnership. You might be pushing something away right now. Why is the Page of Cups here for Pisces? The Star, Aquarius energy, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. This is kind of like an energy of waiting. Oh, I hope for this. I really want this, and now I'm waiting. When is it going to happen? What is the Two of Wands? The Magician, the Lovers, Gemini energy, Virgo energy with the Hermit. This is somebody really needing to think about a certain choice. If that's not the case, there is this manifestation of a relationship, but somebody isn't really opening themselves up, or they're secluding themselves, isolating themselves. This is all on an energetical plane. This can be happening right now in the 3D, but this feels like, so yeah, it feels like somebody is just not really opening up to that. There's a bit of a contradiction here. The Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of communication. Either that needs to be had, that wants to be had, or that is happening. Because I feel like with this Queen of Swords, there's like, yeah, you know, I know what I want. I can see clearly. And then kind of just wanting to receive that same clarity or the truth or something like that. And then Page of Pentacles, that's communication about practicalities, you know, money, something that's stable, committed. For some of you, you're waiting for, you might have received, like, somebody might have said something like really nice that was heartwarming or touched your heart, but you're also looking to jump into, with the Fool card, with something that's also clear, like, okay, great, emotions are there, but now what about the stability, the practical side of something? For some of you, you feel like maturity levels are different. Why is the Four of Cups here? The Hierophant, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So in the past, there could have been a situation where you felt deceived, lied to, hurt, something that was a commitment. For some of you, it's your own beliefs that you feel betrayed by. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this is things moving, things rolling. But there is a sense of dissatisfaction here. Tired, probably. The Nine of Wands just try to flip over. And you persevered. Why is the the Three of Pentacles here? Hey, Elle. When did I start? I started about like 10 minutes ago, I think. The Queen of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like on your mind, there is this open heart to receive a new beginning, something stable, something long lasting, something that's worth money, time, energy, commitment, etc. Why is the Empress here? For some of you, if you've walked away from something and you're dealing with just like new situations, you could feel like these options aren't exactly what it is that you're looking for. The World, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Swords. Why the Eight of Swords? It looks like your outcome is getting this Ten of Cups, getting what you want, especially on an emotional level. But then Eight of Swords, feeling trapped and stuck. Why is that there? Oh, goodness. Unless you're involved in a third-party situation. Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands. There's something that you're skeptical about. It could be that you feel that the past is repeating itself or that it's going to repeat itself. There's a hesitation. Ten of Wands, a burden. Five of Wands, conflict. Six of Wands, victory. There's a sense of like also self-worth. You're tired of dealing with something here. Someone's pride, someone else's baggage, someone else's burden. Is this somebody else? Somebody could want to make something right. Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. You know what I also feel like, Pisces? For some of you, especially if you've already disconnected from something or someone, I don't know, a situation or maybe even a belief, for some even an addiction, I feel like you're going to overcome that. There is such a strong sense of knowing who you are, kind of like not giving up on yourself. What is the Strength card here? Yeah, there's a sense of strength within you. Something becomes clear. There's almost like this aha moment that happens for you. I think there, yeah, I can't get over the sense of security that you feel within you. However, there is a little bit of this holding back because of the pain that you've experienced. You also don't want to lose more of yourself or more of what you have for yourself because you might have felt lost. Let's see what else comes out. I feel like the outcome for this situation is you finally finding that strength or feeling that strength within you. I'm going to go ahead and say this is more for a feminine energy, like a female Pisces. I wish I could share my good news with you. I want to tell you how I feel. I bury myself in work to forget you. I want to be more than friends. Now, you could be in a relationship with this person, and this more than friends is just wanting more of a deeper connection, wanting to reconnect. Maybe there's a feeling of disconnection. I knew exactly what I was doing. I left you before you could leave me. The timing just wasn't right for us. I'm starting to understand our connection. Okay, different message. I don't know if this is going to apply to somebody, but if this is a third party situation, somebody is still stuck on this Empress energy. So let's say it is a third party situation. If you're the side piece, this other person is still stuck on the other person. If this is a new connection and they recently ended something, they still feel, at least mentally, still tied to this other thing. Now, I also want to say that for some of you, this self-worth and this strength that you're finding is opening you up to something that's much happier and healthier and whatnot. But this Eight of Swords tells me that there's still this imprisonment, either of things that had happened in the past, the fear of it happening again, a sense of dissatisfaction. I also want to say that somebody feels like like something was a missed opportunity. Someone is feeling sad. Capricorn energy strongly showing up right now. If you have Capricorn in your chart, this is strongly going to apply to you. The sense of self-reliance, self-worth. But you're kind of on the closed off side to opening up your heart or accepting love. Let me see, what is this? I feel like you're going to get what you want. Who is this King of Wands? Or what you've been trying to manifest. Could be an Aries, doesn't have to be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra with the King of Swords here. Six of Cups, soulmate connection. Could be somebody from the past. This could also be somebody who shows you that, well, they're the Emperor. Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. This could even be a past person if you're pushing them away, or like you're just more focused on yourself and building that self-worth and whatnot. That's them coming back, knowing that they have to prove, like they can't show up not stepping up. Like they know what to do. You're working on healing. Pisces, let me take out an oracle card for you because I feel like I'm taking forever with this reading right now. Oh, I didn't even realize there was messages. Okay, he's a Cap. And for the Cancer reading, I will be doing Cancer, but I go in the order of Capricorn all the way to Sag. So after this would be, I did the Sagittarius reading because the other one that I posted for May, the audio wasn't working. That's the only reason why that one's kind of like out of the order. So after Pisces will be Aries, then Taurus, then Gemini, then Cancer. And I try to post at least 2 readings a day for the month and mid-month. All right, Pisces, what is your advice and clarity? This sucks because I feel like, Pisces, you're in this energy of like really trying to be open-hearted and giving of yourself, but you experienced the situation that also was helping you to not neglect yourself. I don't know, maybe you're the type of person who's constantly neglecting yourself, you know, because you're trying to avoid conflict, or because you want someone to validate that you are worthy of love. I don't know. And that situation is just a reminder of like, you know, don't neglect yourself. Do for you, like live life as well for you. Of course, not being an ass to people, not being like, well, I'm going to do me and forget about you. You know, if you're in, especially if you're in a partnership, you can't do that. You have to take the other person into consideration, obviously. But in this case, some of us don't take ourselves into consideration. You have impatience and impasse, or impasse. I never know how to say that. So let's go ahead and read the story, and then I'll do the short with more clarity. I'll read the rest of it. I have to put out the short, so be sure to check that out. So impatience says, Ethan, it's like Ethan but without the H. So Ethan grows impatient waiting for dawn, so he buys a used moon. Once it is in the sky, he steps back to see his handiwork. The moon will not stay in place unless he holds the cord. Sky God assures him that dawn will come when he lets go. But Ethan is fearful and grips onto the cord until he falls asleep and releases it. When he awakens, dawn has come and the radiant light of the sky is blocked only by his used moon. So there might be something here, Pisces, especially if you're out, like, when is my relationship coming? Or when is this going to happen? There might be a lot that you're doing or overcompensating and just not allowing for the flow of things to happen. And I know that it's like, yeah, but I don't want to wait. I've been waiting for so long already. I've already gone through so many things. Why do I have to wait? I get it. Trust me. I'm an Aries moon. So that is literally, the impatience is a staple. So I get it. But I feel like this card, what it's asking you to do is, and from the tarot reading, it's coming to you. You just have to believe it, because when we're impatient, that means we're not believing that it's coming. There's still some doubt there. So I also think, like, if this is a you versus you thing, it's healing that self-doubt. All right, so impasse. Let's read that story. And it says, Reggie Rust is a guardian angel. One day, two friends, Clem and Craig, are dismayed to discover Reggie blocking their path through the mountains with no way to get around them. Wondering why Reggie wanted to stop them and not daring to try to pass, they take another route. Reggie then moves on, having protected Clem and Craig from a landslide ahead that would have claimed their lives. So this path is obstructed. There's a reroute. So there's something here. Go with the flow. Which is Piscean energy anyway. Let me see what the little thing is for impatience. If I don't take care of it, it'll never happen. You are taking care of it. Your intuition is taking care of it. Think about it this way, because sometimes we think, oh, the universe is going to take care of it, or if I pray to God, God is going to handle the situation. If you really just looked at it as if, like, I am the universe, I am God, that almost seems blasphemous. But if we just looked at it in that sense, we would trust ourselves a little bit more. If I am God and I manifest where I'm putting my energy into, that is going to manifest into the 3D, right? Like, kind of when they say, like, God knows all of your desires. You know all of your desires. Your subconscious knows. Your intuition knows. So the more that there's a focus on that, the more you are attracting opportunities for that, Oh, Al, thanks. The more you're attracting an opportunity for that. So the thing is, you're just not trusting in yourself. Yeah, but how do I trust in myself if I've made wrong decisions? Well, you did trust yourself. You trusted yourself to make a decision. And then somewhere in your subconscious, it kind of like shifted frequencies where it wasn't a decision. Not that it shifted frequencies. It was a decision that the outcome wasn't something that you were like, oh, this was great. How do I explain it? Let me give an example. Me and my analogies. Let's say there's a job that I want. Let's say I want to be a tarot reader, right? And I'm like, oh, I just want to be a tarot reader. I'm going to focus on that. And I'm a tarot reader, but now I am not getting a lot of views on my channel. I'm like, oh man, I'm never going to be successful. See, here's the issue. I'm not getting the views right now. Well, because The manifestation is just starting. I'm never going to get views. Oh, this was probably a bad decision. Now there I go, shifting the frequency to something a lower vibrational. So now I'm believing I'm never going to have this. I am not good at this or whatever. And then that's just going to attract that. Or it's going to delay it. If it's like, if you look at the situation that seems like it's painful, that seems it's unpleasant, and you look at it neutrally like, oh, okay, well, this is just a part of the process kind of thing. It's kind of like looking at a seed and it's like, oh man, I can't wait until it turns into a sunflower and it starts growing. And you're like, what the hell is this shit? What is this little sprout? This doesn't look like a sunflower. I probably bought a fake seed. That's the impatience. You have to trust that it's going to turn into a sunflower. You don't tell it, hey, grow faster. You just nurture it and water it, and that's what happens. And it's the same thing with ourselves. We nurture and water ourselves. Now, a lot of us, and I'm going to say this to you, Pisces. I have double Pisces in my chart, by the way. And we tend to, the stereotype of having addictions because of this whole escapism, because we're the 12th house, of always feeling like we don't belong, like I belong on a different planet. These people are not here. They're not at the same frequency kind of thing. So we tend to have a harder time with certain things like addictions. So you might think, well, no, I'm not addicted to drugs. Yeah, but you might be addicted to love and validation, or you might be addicted to whatever it is. And I think that, I forgot where I was going with this. That tendency to escape, how do we nurture ourselves? We also have to be very aware of what it is that we're escaping with and how we use it. And is it really dimming us? So for example, if you're somebody who, I don't know, drugs all the time. Yeah, but I feel good. I'm not anxious. I actually behave better when I'm on drugs. I don't know. I don't take drugs, but or do drugs. So I'm just giving an example. And you feel like that's helping, but it's not really nourishing you, because it is a little on the detrimental side. Now, I'm not saying, oh, well, don't do it whatsoever. Moderation, if you want to be strict with yourself and not do it because it's a problem, fantastic. You're being aware that there is an issue and you're being in full control. Kind of like, I remember when I was younger, there was this older man who, he used to drink a lot. And he stopped drinking. And so it's been years, and somebody had offered him some wine at an event, and he got really triggered. He was like, absolutely not. I don't drink alcohol. That's terrible. That right there tells me that person still has not healed their womb, because there could be an issue with him not being able to forgive himself for the actions that he has done while he was an alcoholic. That could also signify that there is still this fear of, I won't be able to control myself. I personally think, like, if you've gone so many years without it and you've done well and whatnot, having a glass of wine is not going to hurt you, because you've already proven to yourself that you're in control. But that doubt of constantly thinking you're not in control is what seeps in. So that trigger is, why did I get triggered? Well, because there's a deeper underlying issue. The issue is that I feel like I can't be in control. When, if you're the universe, if you're God, of course you're in control. Anyway, it just sucks, because living in these times, in this world, there's just so many things that flood us, that we feed ourselves, whether it's visually, whether it's what we consume. whether it's what we tolerate when our intuition is like, no, you know, stand up for yourself. And yeah. Anyway, Pisces, this is turning into a TED Talk, and I'm sorry, because I know that a lot of people don't stay for the entirety of the reading. But Pisces, the good news is that your outcome, the energies, I'm not saying that this is absolutely going to happen. The energies are more probable for you to feel more strength within yourself, more self-worth, and take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. Remember who you are. Because it's not just about going through the world like this and a woe is me and whatever. It's about realizing that there is a choice. There's healthier choices. You don't have to tolerate something that you don't want to tolerate, especially if it's driving you insane. Oh, but you know, this could change, and if I did this. Okay, great, fantastic, but continue being a healthier version of yourself where you're caring for yourself, and especially those around you who do, because you might have support, you might have people who love you, and also share with that. And being in that frequency, again, the outside that matches your frequency will come towards you. Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. Makes a lot of sense. Awesome. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.